Hi guys, Ashish this side. So this is third video of Australia series. In the last two videos I have told you about why Australia is a study destination, popular universities, popular courses and main cities of Australia. And in this video we are going to talk about the admission process, intake seasons, course options and eligibility criteria for you to get admission. So let's get started. Now first thing that comes is intake seasons and deadlines. So the application for overseas education in Australia, universities are accepted all round the year. Okay. Now how it works is, let's understand that most universities accept new student in two intakes in each academic session, which are usually in February and July or November. Okay. Now next thing is you have two intakes, one is February, second July or November. So almost round the year you have options available, with slight variations from university to university academic calendar. So just check with the particular university you want to get in or the particular universities if you have multiple options. Okay. However, it is best possible to apply as early as possible because visa processes take up to 12 weeks or around 3 months. So we'll get into the visa details as well and we'll give you clear picture on how it works. Now next is, if you wish to begin your studies in Australia for February intake, you should aim to have your application completed and submitted by mid-November or late December depending on the institute. If you are targeting the July intake, then you should be completing your application by April and May. Now irrespective of what you do, make sure you follow the deadline. In international scenario, because there are a lot of documentation and processes is going on, so deadlines are very important to follow. Next is course options. So in this I'll be telling you what are the course options available for you. So one is you have foundation courses. So these courses are 1 year and intake is in February. Again depends on the university because there are so many institutes and universities. You should ideally check with the particular one. Second is vocational education and training courses. So duration is 6 months to 1 year and intake are is Jan, May, June, October, and these are for TAFE institutions. So technical courses I told you. And next is undergraduate courses. So duration is 3 years or maybe 4 years for honors degree and intake is again Feb, July and November, depends on the university. So these are three options: foundation, vocational, undergraduate. Then you have postgraduate or masters, which is duration is 1 to 2 years and intake is March, maybe depending on some university take it, Feb, July and November. And then you have doctoral degrees. If you want to do PhD, then duration is about 3, 4 or maybe 5 years, round the year intake as per the supervisor or project demand. So this is because very few candidates are in this category. So totally depends on university and candidate profile and the requirement. Next comes is the eligibility criteria. So criteria for applications in Australian universities. Number one is the most important thing. Most of the English speaking countries require is your English language proficiency. So all applicants are required to take a recognized English language proficiency test, which are the top three are IELTS, TOEFL and PTE. Score is generally considered by Australian universities. For undergraduate program, a minimum IELTS band score of 6 with no less than 6 in each section is required, and for postgraduate program a minimum IELTS band of 6.5 with no less than 6 in each section. So this is the minimum requirement. Now again maybe some university asking for 5 can be an exceptional case, but this is the general scenario. Next is academic requirements. So your high school certificate or year 12 of school education, academic score with minimum of 60% or above. So again this is a general requirement. Any institute which is accepting below than that is something which will come in an exceptional case. Mathematics in class 12 as a prerequisite for some science and technology courses. Academic requirement: recognized undergraduate certificate or of 15 years of education, strong academic background. So this is not undergraduate, this is postgraduate. So recognize 15 years of education, strong academic background, relevant work experience. Some universities require this for MBA programs. So maybe if you are applying for MBA, so we have seen, I have did this video of top 10 universities of Australia. So when you go that and find details, you will find that some university asks for maybe minimum 5 years work experience, 2 years work experience. So in that case, you need the work experience also. Now next is the application fee. So the fee amount will differ upon the college and course. So in that case, I only recommend that you check with the particular college or university, and because some institute waive the application fee also. Now here you need to notice one thing. You will find that all the top universities are charging the application fee. The purpose of application fee is that to reduce the clutter. They only want the quality students to apply, on only the serious applicants to apply. Next is common steps to apply for admission. Now this is very important. I will suggest you, if you can, pause this video, note it down or take a screenshot, because this will help you a lot. This is the common steps. Search for college and courses. Next, what you do is contact school or visit website for information. Narrow down your list of schools. Take the entrance exam, in that case SAT, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL, IELTS. So I'll tell you about all these exams in maybe next video, 4th video of this series. Then write SOPs or LORs, so I'll tell you about these as well. Apply to the colleges which fit your interest. Appear for video interviews. So in international scenario, you'll have the video interviews, and then if accepted, apply for student visa. So this is standard SOP for applying to Australian universities. Now next is, what is SOP? Statement of purpose. So a statement of purpose is your introduction to the college and admission officers. It may be written in first person, describes the reason for applying to the particular college. It needs to highlight why you are a perfect fit. This is very important. Every university wants something that match of their understanding. So how you are a fit to that college is important, and why the college should accept you. The style of writing could differ, formal to casual, but it is important to remember that it should reflect your personality as well. Next is essay. So essays are also required to be submitted by prospective student. Essays are an important part of the university admission process. So they may ask you to write an essay also. So some of the common topics can be your career aspiration, strengths and weaknesses, skills, experiences, and reasons for considering a particular school. Next is letter of recommendation. A letter of recommendation, LOR, is a reference letter written by a third party. Okay, so that could be your professor or your direct manager or your company. So this is describing the qualities, characteristics, capabilities of the prospective student to recommend him to college in terms of that individual's ability to perform a particular task. So this is all the admission process for Australian universities, and with this we have reached to the end of part 3. In part 4, I'll be telling you about important exams, academic documents, and financial documents, which is very crucial to have in place. Now, apart from Australia, also I have done a lot of videos on study abroad, right from countries to top universities to top courses and a lot of other things. So you can explore this channel for more details. I understand that you may have some queries also after watching this video, so don't worry. I have put in the details in description on how you can contact us. So that way you can contact us also. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like this video, comment, share with your friends, and I'll see you in some other video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay connected.